We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast. The German news agency, Transocean, said the German broadcast.
Here's another late development, and this news keeps coming.
Everybody have a good time at DC FanDome? Specifically, did the DC fans have a hell of a good time at DC FanDome? I'm hoping that the answer was a resounding yes. Basically, what happened with DC FanDome this weekend is that they laid me out on a bed and they did whatever they wanted to me. And, they had their way, and I just laid there and I took it because I wanted it, and I had a good time. I hope they had a good time, too. As a result, as you can see, I'm dealing with a pregnancy at the moment. I'm going to be giving birth in about 9 months to a DC baby. It's a tough process, and I'm sure there'll be some pains along the way, but it's a precious thing to bring a new life into the world. So I thank you guys for supporting me during this process. I'm probably going to give birth sometime around when Justice League actually comes out on HBO Max. Putting all of that aside, guys, I did think about putting all of my thoughts on DC FanDome into one video, but I decided, no, these need specific attention to detail. So I'm going to split it up a little bit. I'm going to be talking about different topics over the next few days. First up, we got to talk about the Batman teaser trailer. So Matt Reeves showed up to the Batman part of Fandom, and he had a lot of interesting things to say about the movie that he's trying to make and what he's going for, and some of the different behind the scenes details that maybe we wouldn't have known otherwise. He dropped a teaser trailer for everybody to see, and it's already like one of the most watched things over the weekend. Like, I think it got like 20 million views in like the span of less than 2 days or something like that. Dude, that's insane. I spent like the next 10 minutes after the trailer dropped just walking around holy shitting myself to death.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
That was me pretty much after the trailer was over. I couldn't handle it. My mind just cracked open like an egg. Like, it was just a mess, guys. And I'm pretty sure if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you can definitely see that. Like, I was just spazzing and I didn't even know what the hell I was typing anymore. Let's actually break down this trailer and get into it. First of all, I love the atmosphere. Matt Reeves is a director. If you watch some of his past films, he does a great job at building atmosphere. He does a great job at setting the mood for his Batman movie and for his other films. And for this movie, definitely the mood is moodiness, because this is a very moody-ass trailer. I love the touch of Nirvana in the trailer. Like, that's an amazing touch, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the trailer. I love the opening shot of Gordon walking into a crime scene, reciting the Riddler and his riddles, because that's pretty much what all this trailer is. It's just the Riddler reciting riddles, basically, and you can definitely see what they're going for here. Matt Reeves said that he wants this to be a detective story. He wants to focus on the detective part of Batman, because Batman is so often called the world's greatest detective. Well, we do get to see that vibe in this trailer. What I said after watching it is that it feels like Seven that happens to have a superhero like Batman in it. Like, that's the vibe from it. You've got the Riddler, and you've got him going around committing these random murders throughout the trailer. Batman showing up and trying to investigate these scenes, and you know that there's a bigger picture. You know that there's something the Riddler wants Batman to see, and the way that he's taunting him, the way he's talking directly to him. Paul Dano, who I love the casting choice as Riddler, listen to his voice in this trailer. He's gonna absolutely crush it. He's gonna kill it. I love the voice. Love the Zodiac type of killer vibe that they're going for with him. I do love the idea that Gordon walks in and all of these cops are just kind of side-eyeing him, and then you see a scene later on in the trailer where you see Batman, like, it looks like he gets into it with one of the cops, and Gordon has to, like, separate him, and then he pushes him up against the wall. There's even a shot later on in the trailer where it looks like Batman is grapple hooking up towards the ceiling, and there are cops around him. Maybe some people are shooting. It looks like he's trying to get away from the cops in that instance. So definitely tension between Batman and the cops. That's definitely going to be a real thing, and it makes a lot of sense. Batman is new to the scene, and there are a lot of corrupt-ass cops in Gotham, and I'm pretty sure that that's going to be one of the big ideas of the movie, is focusing on the corruption in Gotham, not just with the cops, but with the politicians too. Hey, can I just comment for a second on how awesome Battinson's suit is? Like, Battinson's suit, it grows on me the more that I look at it, and now that I've seen it in action in this trailer, it looks awesome. It looks, I think it's a great Batman suit. The cowl, not so much. The suit itself, it definitely looks like the kind of suit that a new-to-the-scene Batman would wear. It's kind of rough around the edges and thrown together, but also kind of tactical. And so I really appreciate the fact that it's the type of suit that looks like it can be improved upon and upgraded as time goes on, and I feel like that's what's going to happen with Batman here. See him drive to this place that looks like an abandoned train station. I'm pretty sure he's using that as a base, like maybe that's kind of a temporary Batcave. I don't know, but that's kind of an interesting thing. One thing that I kind of was upset about is that you do hear Alfred's voice. Alfred in this movie is being played by, what's his name? Andy Serkis. I don't know why I forgot that, but yeah, Andy Serkis. I love Andy Serkis, and I know that he's going to do a great job as Alfred. I would have liked to have seen him at least once in this trailer. I don't know why we didn't, but I don't know. It's just kind of a nitpick that I have. Obviously, there's some great shots throughout, some really dark, atmospheric cinematography that Matt Reeves is going for. I love the shots that we get of Catwoman. I love the fact that her headgear, you see the two pointed ends, like a cat, obviously, like cat ears. Matt Reeves did confirm that this isn't necessarily an origin for Bruce Wayne as Batman, but it is kind of an origin for a lot of the members of his rogues. We're seeing them in their beginnings. We're seeing them first emerge. Like, I just love the Batman-y, comic booky vibe from this movie that also somehow managed to look grounded and look psychological. Like, it looks like a psychological thriller that happens to have Batman in it. Batman is Batmaning, you have Gordoning, you have Catwomaning, you have Penguin. I don't know if he's penguining, but he's waddling and looking completely unrecognizable as Colin Farrell. Honestly, I saw this guy pop up in the trailer. I was like, oh shit, who is this? This guy looks interesting. And then somebody was like, wow, Colin Farrell, I can't believe it. I'm like, that's not Colin Farrell. Holy shit, that is Colin Farrell. Like, what the hell? The makeup people going for the Oscars already? Bro, look at those prosthetics and tell me that you immediately knew that was Colin Farrell. You're lying. You didn't. You didn't know. Moment of truth in the trailer with these guys who are wearing, like, makeup. Are they Joker thugs? Is Joker, like, in his origin story too? Is he starting to inspire a following? I don't know what the significance is of these people that have that makeup or whatever. But, yeah, they look like Joker thugs to me. We get to the moment of truth where Pattinson absolutely beats the holy hell out of a guy just for asking a question. What pissed me off is not the fact that he hit this dude. It's that he hit him, and probably after, like, the fourth hit, and then he broke his arm, he could have stopped. Like, that could have been the end of it. But Pattinson has a message to push. Like, he has an agenda, and so he keeps going, and he keeps wailing on him. I'm like, damn, bro, like, He's dead. Like, it's not the fact that you killed this poor man and you sent him to the afterlife. You're trying to ruin his afterlife now, too?
Stop! He's already dead.
Bro, after like a 9-hit combo, he gets on top of him and gives him another 2-piece. I'm like, you're trying to detach his soul. His soul probably caught a couple strays from this ass whooping. You know what this felt like? This felt like Batfleck, or young Batfleck, if you put him in an Arkham game and you just made him spaz and go like a 9-10 hit combo on this one guy. That's what it felt like to me, because honestly, there's only 2 Batmen that I've seen in my lifetime in live action that have punched with that much power and intensity, ferocity, and anger. Like that, he felt angry. He felt very angry, like he was punching the guy that killed his parents. And I think that's the effect they're going for here. Only him and Batfleck have punched with that much fury, and to me, that makes sense. Like, this is still a Batman, is still a very messed up individual. Like, he enjoys the pain that he inflicts on criminals. Of the look in the eyes of the people afterwards, after he got done, it's just kind of like, oh, shit. Well, have a good day, sir. What I think is happening is I think that the Riddler is going around committing a bunch of high-profile murders that ties into the corruption of Gotham's past. Batman is investigating it, and he finds out that maybe there's a connection to his own past, like maybe something involving his parents, and maybe that corruption costing them their lives, or maybe them possibly being more involved in that corruption than even he would know. I think Penguin is a wild card the Riddler may or may not be working with to try to distract Batman to throw him off, and I think Catwoman is stealing from Penguin, and I think that's how she gets involved in the whole story. I'm not entirely sure if that's what's happening, but that's the vibe I got from this trailer.
So I'm still not a big fan of the cowl. I wish we had seen more of Alfred in this trailer, and I do think there was one weird shot where Rob tackled some guy that looked like he was going to get hit by a car, but if you actually watch the shot, it doesn't really make sense because the guy wasn't going to get hit, I don't think, but yeah. There was that.
Guys, tell me, what did you think about the Batman teaser trailer? What are you excited to see? Give me your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.